Welcome back to Hardcore Ultimate Iron Man. I want to train Herblore, and so I'm going to train Firemaking and Slayer. Firemaking, because it is our lowest skill, I need to get that above Herblore for Tears of Guthix. And Slayer, to kill a skeletal wyvern for the Falador Hard Diary, to get a lamp to put into Herblore. So, I've got my full lumberjack outfit here, just to get a little bit more woodcutting experience while I get the firemaking experience. We're just going to go with the good old chop trees and light logs method, because Wintertod is a complete pain in the butt. We don't have a massive supply of good enough food. It's just very inconvenient without a bank. And without the pool in your house that heals you, because we don't have... Yeah. Just because of all the reasons. Regular firemaking. I am going to try a few different methods to see which one is the best firemaking experience here. So we will see what we get for that. We're also going to get woodcutting levels here, obviously. 78 woodcutting. We're just going with teaks. Woodcutting and firemaking experience are basically correlated, so teaks are pretty much the best for woodcutting, therefore also good for firemaking. Also, I have been keeping track of XP rates and stuff, and yeah, it's pretty much the best. Better than willows and maples were, at least. Although slightly less AFK than maples, of course, since they chop the log so much quicker. But still, good options. And this one's the best. So just going to chop some trees and light them on fire. 67 firemaking. The first of, not many, a few at least here. Needs to be higher than this amount of experience in Herblore, so 69 at least. Probably 70. Just to round things out nicely. Well, that is going to be not that long, really. Compared to the amount of pest control last time, this is just a small amount of firemaking. Very manageable. Very cool. I have somehow ended up with 2 Hespori seeds at the same time here. So that's an inventory space. It's going to be filled for a bit. Well, let's use the first one here. Hespori done. We get an Iosaur and a Slastris seed. We could technically use that. It would be annoying. But we have 80 farming. And we technically can get into the highest level of the farming guild here. There's somebody sitting underneath the tool leprechaun splashing on the duck over there. Fascinating. Also, here's an Iosaur seed, because why not? Technically, we could plant this. It's technically possible. We just need to get in here, which requires 85 farming. And by requires 85 farming, they of course mean you can boost. I suppose. A Slastris seed is not exactly the easiest thing to come by. So why not? This is going to be a multiple step process. And of course we lose the boost in the few seconds it takes there. timing these is always slightly an issue. There's a chance we just get another +5 boost here right away, or back down to 0. Also an option. And -4. Okay. But yeah, we need +5 to put the seed in the plant, and then we need to wait for it to grow. Don't know if hopping every 12 seconds would be able to maintain the boost and grow the plant at the same time. So, probably just going to end up needing 2 +5 boosts here, which is not ideal. But hey. I'm going to put a seed in a place that I'm not supposed to be. And I'm not supposed to be able to put the seed anywhere. So, it's worth it in the end. Alright, there's 85 again. We're going to put it in the pot. And we're going to try to be just keeping this boost hopping worlds. We also need to rake the patch at the farming guild. So, getting all this all at once is a theoretically possible thing here. As long as we keep the boost. We can walk right in here, and the sapling's already going. Okay, perfect. We just need to plant this. And now the next thing that I need to go worry about. Trying to keep that boost. I was also part of an achievement diary. I think that might be paying for this last dress. I'm not sure. But I need 8 potato cactuses. Space for that? Yes, I do. So hopefully we can get 8 potato cactuses here. Or we're going to need to wait around for a while. 6, 7, and 8. Oh, can't do that. Well, let's try not to lose the boost here. And we've lost the boost here. Great. Okay, that's fine. Let me see what the actual diary thing is here. Create a battle staff from scratch. Is that one? What if planting that would have been the first part? Well, it's completed, I guess. Alright. So I need to go get another boost here. Fantastic. Because I do want to have this protected. That's just a smart idea. And we're in again. Ultra compost, because it might increase the yield or something. And pay potato cacti. Fantastic. Also, while we're here, pet a cat. Very cool. Was this worth all the effort to get in here? Debatable. Debatable. But it's done now. And if I ever want to collect the resources off of this, I'm going to need to get another boost or more farming levels, so there's a problem for a later time. Also, I can just hang out in here while I'm not 85. So if I would have had the potato cactuses prepared, I wouldn't have needed that second boost in the first place. Oh well. 1 Celestris tree planted. And how I can get back to lighting trees on fire. 68 fire making. Nothing. Still our lowest level. So that won't do. 69 fire making. And that is base 69s. We got 3 of those. we've got 3 of those. But it's still less experience than the Herblore, so not done yet. 70 fire making. Nothing. But that is enough fire making for now. Puts us well above the current Herblore XP. And that is the problem we were trying to solve here. Cooking is still also level 69, but there's still a gap there, so I'm not worried about that right now. Instead, I'm going to go get some Herblore XP by doing Slayer. But for doing Slayer, I of course want more inventory space. And that was the idea, to come here, do Hespori and plant my other Hespori seed. But then I got another one. So, we're just here. See what we get. It is White Lily and Attis. I already have another one of these guys, or one of them at least, currently planted here. It's going to be sticking around for a while, so can't really be having that. Also, we already have a White Lily, so I'm good. I'm good. Considered valuable, you say? Not bad. And there is another inventory space we can save. Related to that, there is 81 farming. We can grow dragon fruit trees. That's pretty neat. Not that we have any dragon fruit seeds or anything. But that is also going to make it significantly easier to get back into the upper high level farming guild area here. Only need a +4 instead of a +5. Much more doable. That's going to be very important for this tool leprechaun. But we will get to that when we get to that. For now, that inventory space. I've collected all of the herbs that I need, including the ones in the looting bag here, which is now at 34 million coins, which is a lot, to get to the Herblore level that I need. And as such, I don't feel like doing more herb runs right now. And therefore, I have cleaned out all the useful seeds from the seed box. All that's left is 200 Harlander seeds. We had a surplus of Harlander. Not worth too much. So those are going on the ground. And then we have the seed box to deal with. In an ideal world, we would be able to sell this back to the Tide Farm for some amount of points, which is something you can do with the outfit here. Not going to, because that's just loot and stuff. The outfit, of course, is storable, so that's nice. But the seed box, we check the rewards here. There is no sell back option or anything. If we use the seed box on him, he's not interested. And so, we are currently sitting here with a seed box we're not going to be using, because the next Herblore goal is way higher. Currently aiming for Bruise with a boost. And the next thing I'd really like to have would be Anti-Venoms. That is 6 more levels. So, nearly twice as amount of experience. Should be twice as many herbs. Be a whole bunch more thieving. Just not right now. So what we're going to do is destroy the seed box. A bold strategy, because if we want this again, we're going to need to do more tithe farm. But for other things I'm trying to be doing here in the future too, every inventory space is going to be necessary. So yes, destroy the seed box. And now, we already have 80 points towards the 250 we're going to need to get that back if we feel like it. But that's fine. Now, we are free from herb farming. And now, we can set off to do some Slayer. Biggest dump in the wilderness out of the looting bag ever. The 34.6 million on the floor. This would be one of the worst times to lose everything here, since this is all the Herblore supplies that I need. And also, death would also be a problem. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Out in the wilderness, destroy the looting bag in the wilderness, pick things up. Just massive, massive piles of things in here. And a few things we really don't need right now. Let's put some stuff on. My black d'hide chaps. Marintills. Okay. Well, it fit at least. I don't know how many more... And there comes a guy right now. My goodness. He's got Pharaoh in his name. Probably an Iron Man. Anybody that runs past just 30 mil sitting in the wilderness and some crazy guy clicking on it. It's a whole situation. Let me check the actual value of just all the Herblore supplies. Except the Marintills, of course. Because there is a few other things in the looting bag. 29 million? 29.7? So, nearly 30 mil in Herblore supplies here. More than half of which is grimy ranner weeds. This is going to be a lot of potions. That's going to be also very nice. But I don't need all my Herblore supplies right now, since we still need to get the experience from the diaries and all that. And so we're doing Slayer. So all this is heading back into another looting bag. And we are back to a Black Demon task. We left here because the prayer experience was not good. We're still going to take what we get here. Doing range, nice and easy. I've also kept a few things in the inventory for potential use, depending on what tasks we get next. But for this one, we're just going to be shooting our crossbow, having a swell time. And also a long time. It is a Black Demon's task. Proper planning pays off. And we're going to be putting these 202 tiers into Herblore. 13,000 experience. Still technically the lowest skill, so we would be fine to leave this for another week. But I don't think we're going to be waiting that long. But still, 13,000 experience in Herblore. I'm not complaining at all. Back to Slayer. Task complete. 27,000 Slayer experience for that one. It is Black Demons. They have a lot of health and all that. That was task 166 for 15 points. I don't know if there's really anything else I'm looking to spend Slayer points on right now. So 89 is okay. I think I'm going to get tasks from Duradel. Because why not? The Dragon Scimitar is just a little bit better than the Dragon Battle Axe. Shaved roughly a minute off of my best Hespori time here. Let's see what we get. Cactus Seeds. Not great. And we still have this guy here, so nothing we can do with these Anise Seeds, really. The whole point of this is to make inventory space. And that's accomplished. Also got a little bit of farming XP, so that's something. That's something. A Viancy's task completed. 15 points. The experience here is not the best, because sometimes it counts as only half kills. But what we did get was noted adamant bars. 200 of them. Since we have the Hard Fremnik diary done. And that's going to be very useful in the future for making stuff. Also got a hard casket, which I could have opened earlier. See if it gives us a range upgrade or anything. Dig site teleport scrolls and some rune stuff. I'll take some elks. That's alright. Let's teleport to the dig site. Ta-da! Got another hard clue scroll. I'm going to open it immediately this time because of the potential upgrades. And we get some. My goodness. That is a 3-for-1 package. Blue D-High Body G, Bandos Full Helm, and most importantly, the Ceradomin D-Hide Body. That is actually very cool. Bandos Full Helm here. Not needed. There is some Bandos rune armor piece, I believe, required for a clue scroll. It is the Bandos plate body. But that also requires a Bandos God Sword, so even if we had it, that'd be hilarious. But yeah, Ceradomin D-Hide Body. This is going to be way better than a red D-Hide body. Especially with the nerfs to black D-Hide. So we go from, well, let's get our range set on here. 169 range accuracy to 174. Not too shabby. But it's the defenses that really make a difference. Significantly more magic defense. And significantly more all the other defenses by quite a bit. And even a prayer bonus. Very cool. So we don't need this red D-Hide body anymore. Or this rune dagger that we got. Or the water battle staff that we got from a mage earlier. But for these two other pieces, they can go in the house. 3 uniques and 1 clue, though. Very cool. When we put these in here, we won't be able to take them back out because we don't have the full set. But that's okay. I really don't need blue D-Hide gold trimmed or Bandos Full Helm. 2 different pieces of God rune armor, which, again, we can't have. But yeah, that's an upgrade. Love to see it. There is 71 Slayer. It would be very possible to just boost one Slayer level. Go fight a Skeletal Wyvern. Or I can just keep doing some Slayer. Also an option. One kill left there on the Hellhound's task. Only got one hard clue scroll. So that was unfortunate. But a very easy task, so can't complain too much. I'm just out here, fighting an Aberrant Spectre, and getting an easy combat task completed. To be fair, it was pretty easy. Just trying some range here, since I want to do range. I've got the D-Hide, so you would think we'd do okay against their magic attacks, so we will see. Worst case scenario, we're not too far from a fairy ring here, so resupply is doable. Here's an interesting drop. Lava Battle Staff. It's like my Fire Battle Staff, but also has Earth Runes in it. So that is an upgrade, technically. We also still do have Dust Runes in the Rune Pouch, so that was effectively our Earth Runes. We're also getting a little bit low on Dust Runes, so in the specific instances where we're using Earth and not Air Runes, I guess we have another option here now. There is another use for the Lava Battle Staff. It can go in a stash unit, so might as well just put it in there. We'll always be able to get another one later, and just having all available stash units filled is nice for clue scrolls. But we need to make black D-Hide Bam Braces for that. That needs a crafting boost. And since I'm here getting a boost, I'm also going to try to get a fletching boost. We're looking for 79 and 72. And we get the fletching boost at least. All right. Making a U shield here from 2 U logs. And then add mithril nails and blue dragonhide leather. And just like that, the blue D-Hide shield. An upgrade over the green D-Hide shield by +1. It also matches better with the Ceradomin D-Hide body, I guess. Is this worth alching? Yeah. I'll use my Lava Battle Staff to alch the green D-Hide shield. Wild. Alright. But now we need that crafting boost. We're looking for a +3, so it's not entirely unlikely. Nope, -2. Alright. Well, I will get back to that, shall we? Of course, we get the +5 boost when we don't really need it. Black Dragonhide Bam Braces. So along with the Lava Battle Staff, that is 2 of the 3 things we need. And the last thing we need is also going to be very useful very soon. So I'm going to go make it. The Mind Shield. Pretty good for a lot of things. Got magic defense. It's the item I needed for the stash unit. And it also has anti-wyvern properties. So when we get this 72 Slayer to go kill a skeletal wyvern, I'm just going to pick this up from the stash. But now I just need to go get the stuff to actually build the stash. Elite Clue Scroll stash. Up here on top of Trollheim. And just gonna put the things in it. Yep. Here we go. So if we need any of those, they are now here. More storage. Always nice. And also, I got this hard clue. I'd say we're getting pretty lucky on our recent hard clues here. Have not had any wilderness steps. And the rewards are also not bad. There's a magic comp bow. Neat. Got another magic short bow here, which we could potentially have use for, but it's much, much easier to come by broad bolts than like rune arrows or anything. Much cheaper too, so probably not going to really keep that. As for the magic comp bow, see if we can store this in the house. Not sure if I can. Let's open up the treasure chest. Magic comp bow. Yeah, there it goes. It's in here somewhere. There it is. Composite bow, magic. And as an Ultimate Iron Man, you cannot put multiple things in here. So this is our one magic combo, which we can actually take out, which is pretty cool. This was an option for very long range weapon for Monkey Madness 2. But we had the crystal bow, and that worked fine. And that's also stored in a different place, so it's all good. And now, back to Slayer. With our very, very small +1 upgrade on the blue D-hide shield. It's something. And there is another unique drop here from the Aberrant Spectres. A Mystic Rowbottom Dark. And also there's 89 range. Well, there you go. 2 things in 1 clip. Very convenient for me. So yeah, this is exactly as good as regular Mystic. I think it's needed for a stash unit or something. We don't have all the things for that. But we can get it back out of the house by getting full Dark Mystic. Don't know if we have any of the other pieces already, but either way, that'll be fine. Nice to have. At least one of them. And another finished hard clue. Fantastic. Ooh, a master clue and a Bandos page. Interesting. Well, the Bandos book is not exactly useful. Well, that's alright. We can go and put this in. Or maybe we don't even need to. We might already have that one. We didn't get a collection log notice there. We have gotten 5 pages in total, and now a dupe. Amazing. Well, this is not worth anything, so that can just go on the ground. We don't need a second pair of black D-hide chaps, I don't think. Well, let's see what's in this master clue. Oh boy. Deep Wilderness Dungeon, the room with the fire giants. No. No, I'm not going to go to the Deep Wilderness Dungeon. And also, I can't get to Prifddinas. So, yeah. Master clues. A whole other beast. Hey, there is the second lava battle staff. This one, gonna stay in the inventory. So long, fire battle staff. You have been replaced. Abra Inspector's task completed. A fairly long task. Lots of herbs that I technically don't need. We have lots of those. But still, nice to have, I guess. That was task 169. And so, the next is a milestone, and we're heading to Konar. Well, that was easy. Black dragons in the evil chicken slayer. There's the baby. Task 170 complete. For 90 slayer points. Very nice. Also gonna get a little bit of prayer experience here from the baby dragon bones. Not gonna bother with Marintils or anything here. That's fine. 75 XP per bone here. Eh. Not the worst. But yeah. Didn't get any brimstone keys in those 15 kills. Yep. One of the quickest possible Konar tasks there. Very good. For the next task, I need to do some inventory management here. I need a thing out of the looting bag and more space in the inventory. So we will stand out here in the wilderness, destroy the looting bag, pick up our 30 mil plus worth of supplies very quickly. And the item that we needed was these Marintils. It's entirely possible we could have just went and killed some stuff to get some Marintils, but they're right here, so whatever. The rest of it is going back in the bag, though, obviously. There is the worms task completed. I completely ran out of bolts, so I finished that with the dragon battle axe. So yeah, I'm going to need more of those. Yeah, lots of nice alchemies and prayer XP. Pretty solid task, all things considered. Another hard clue scroll. Very regular. I will take 76k in alks, I suppose. Could be worse. Actually saw this hit points level coming, because it's a pretty important level. 90 hit points. Very good. The more health we have, the better, obviously, for the whole not dying bit. And also, since it is a multiple of 10 here, it should allow us to survive with the Ring of Life a little bit better. If we take damage down to 10% of our life or less. So that would be 9 now. Presumably. Obviously going to try to not have 9 hit points. But if it happens, we have a chance. So yeah, 90 hit points. Not much in the way for loot from a Greater Demon's task. Got a Rune Full Helm. But very easy. Plenty of experience. Acceptable. And a much quicker task. Black dragons. Therefore, baby black dragons. A little bit of prayer XP here. I guess I could go get more. I just got some Marintils. Might as well. we have the Marintils. Might as well make use of them. I'm going to bury 2 bones here to get just the easiest way of doing this. I'll also need a tinderbox. Yeah, that's fine. Either way, quick task is quick. And here is 72 Slayer for Skeletal Wyverns. That is what we came here for. Doing Slayer and all that. So now, we just need to go kill one of those said Skeletal Wyverns. Using our convenient mine shield that we keep at the top of a mountain. A totally reasonable place to store a shield. Anyways. There they are. Just sitting there. Menacingly. Going to head into this very dangerous cavern. With Protect from Range on. And shoot the wyvern. We're frozen. Yada yada yada. Frozen again. They can still hit with the whole magic bit. And we're not going to wait around for 10 minutes or whatever to get aggro lost so we can just safe spot him. Surely we can kill one skeletal wyvern. That was the whole goal here. They're level 140. Have a pretty good drop table. So definitely something we could look into doing a whole bunch of if we really felt like it. Don't think that's too necessary at this stage. Gosh, are we even going to win? Ow. Yep. It's a skeletal wyvern, everybody. Hey, we hit a 25. That's pretty good, I guess. We could be like flicking Eagle Eye or something. That is something we could be doing to make this better for ourselves. We can't exactly safe spot because then a different wyvern would just attack us. So we're really gonna have to do 2 trips to kill 1 skeletal wyvern here. That's pretty silly. Yeah. We've got 89 range here. The safe spotting definitely carries the skeletal wyverns method. When you're just taking damage, not a great time. But there it is. A combat task, a hard task, and all the hard tasks. Don't need pure essence. Not something I want. We can get out of here. I was gonna say, why do I have 2 lava battle sacks? It's because one of those goes in the stash unit. There we go. Perfect. And now, we can go turn in 3 hard achievement diaries. The Felidor Hard Diary. We get the Felidor Shield 3, a Antique Lamp for 15,000 Herblore XP, the Mole Locator on the shield. Activates when you go inside the giant mole lair. We have a bank chest at the Crafting Guild. Super useful. The giant mole drops noted mole skins and mole claws. So if we wanted to collect nests that way. That's much more convenient. And there's a shortcut to the Fountain of Heroes in the Heroes Guild. Also, the shield just looks nice. The Mauritania Hard Diary. The Mauritania Legs 3, of course. And another lamp for 15,000 Herblore XP. These legs have unlimited teleports to Berg de Rat. And also the slime pit, but meh. We can also go grab a bone crusher over here. But it takes a few things. We would need to get ecto tokens. That's just a whole thing. And then we would get half the prayer experience from burying the bones. So that's not a huge amount. Ghost Disciple. Woo 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 woo. Bone Crusher. Ta-da! It has no charges. That'd be a whole process. Probably not going to worry about that. It'd be slightly less of a process, since if we go over and talk to Robin, we can get 26 bones turned into bone meal and buckets of slime per day. We get double Mortmire fungi. That'll be useful. 50% more prayer experience in Shades of Morton. A shortcut in Moss the Harmless, which is this one right here. 50% more runes from Barrows, which is going to be very nice. And 7.5% more XP in the Slayer Tower for Slayer on a Slayer task. One more diary, which I really don't need to make a new clip for. We could just teleport there. The Kandarin diary. Talking to the Wedge. We get our Kandarin Headgear 3, which has a singular teleport to Sherlock per day, which is a little since you usually need to go there twice if you're ever going to talk to him, but sure. The lamp goes in Herblore. Shocking. We get cheaper upgrades with Thormac making mystic battle staffs and all that. The coal trucks can hold 308 coal. More flax turned into bowstrings per day. More marks of grace at the Sears rooftop, where we already don't get any marks really anymore since we're 20 levels above. 10% more herbs from the Catherby herb patch now that we're done doing herb farming. 10% more reward points from Barbarian Assault now that we can't go back to Barbarian Assault effectively and got everything there already. 10% increased chance of activating Enchanted Bolt specials, which will be very useful. And we can change the Camelot teleport to bring us over to the bank. So overall, 45,000 Herblore XP. Nice handful of useful things. And most of the hard diaries completed now. We're just missing a Zulrah kill and everything in the wilderness. But that is more difficult. Our Herblore is no longer our lowest level. That is cooking now. I guess I'll still do Tears of Gothics for cooking XP. That's fine. But I'm not worried about that, because Herblore is going up. we've got 30 mil worth of Herblore supplies. I think it's about time we use them. Next time. Goodbye.